Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final post-game press conference for the UK Healthcare Kentucky High School Athletic Association Sweet 16 basketball tournament. With us today are the runners-up, head coach T.G. Sherrill, student athletes Deuce Bailey, Raylan Banks, Caden Carpenter, Luke Kellett. Coach, comments on tonight's hard-fought game?
I mean, we were down 20, and a lot of teams were folded up. We just dug down and found another gear. We just couldn't get those 2 stops. We needed to get that thing down to 4 or 5 points to get it. We got down to 6, I think, one time. Got down to 8 several times. We just couldn't make those 2 stops. We just kept saying, "Oh, we need 2 more stops to get that thing within 3 or 4 points." Get them kind of in a spot where they start trying to do things that maybe they're not built to do. But I thought our defensive pressure, how hard we played, we just showed a lot of moxie, a lot of character. We've had 2 overtime games. We've played 4 games up here in 3 days. They got a 7-foot guy. They got a 6'6" guy. We got 6'2", 6-foot guys. So we knew that we had a challenge in there. We knew that it was going to be a challenge. We just kept trying to drive it in there and fight, claw, and scratch. Shots were short-armed a little bit, but we play 6 guys a lot. We play 8 guys, and so legs and tired and every excuse in the world. But I'll tell you, I'm really proud. These are my guys. I love these guys. I wouldn't trade. Congratulations, Great Cross. I wouldn't trade locker room right now. These are my guys, and they've shown me so much this year. I'm so proud of them. I'm proud to stand up here with them. I'm proud to go to battle with them. They're high quality, high character kids, and they showed themselves. They showed this state, and they really represent our school well.
Any questions here in the back?
For players, I know this was such a special season for you guys after playing together since middle school. What does it mean to be able to be here tonight and just to have the season that you did with each other?
We've been talking about it since before the season even started, playing with each other, being with each other. So we just had to stay together, you feel me, do whatever it takes to get to this point. We didn't get the outcome we wanted, but we made it.
I would just say it goes to show our hard dedication. We've been through ups and downs this season. Our goal coming into the year was just to get here. No one expected us to be here, but we all believed in it. And it just goes to show that we never quit. And I'm glad to end it in rub in this last game of the tournament with my guys.
You're on the corner.
Coach, that stretch beginning in the third quarter when you started to come back and I think hit 6 of 8 and held them without a field goal for 3 minutes. In the timeout before that, what did you discuss?
I mean, what we always say, we get in there and we're like, look, get your pressure up, share the basketball. We talked about our movement offensively. We got a little stagnant offensively. Dive, cut, move, make them guard our action. While they have a lot of size, we thought we were a lot quicker than them in a lot of spots. So make their big guys guard us, guard our movement, and we got some stuff out of that. But unfortunately, we can make a little run and they go down there and throw it to 7-footer, or we'd miss a pass, and he's at the rim, and we just didn't have the matchup. And so then he scores a layup or whatever, put back, and it wasn't demoralizing, but it was really tough. But we're fighting all the way we got, and then they get an easy putback or 2 easy putbacks, and we're down there having to claw and scratch for everything, but we don't have that big rascal at the rim. So just trying to just continue to pressure the basketball, run and trap the ball, help one another, just keep fighting as a team. And they kept saying it. When we're not out, it keeps clawing, keep scratching. They were cheering each other on and stuff. So it's just try to make that run, try to just keep playing, speed them up. But it's hard to speed them up when they got that pressure release over the top. So that was, and we knew that going in. But we tried all we could to neutralize that.
Right here.
Coach, it was 41-17, and you get it down to 6. It felt like that run, the way you guys just kept fighting, was kind of a microcosm of this year. That every time it felt like maybe you guys were getting counted out, you found a way to get yourself back in it. How much do you kind of take from that run of that? This was kind of the epitome of the character of this team this year.
Yeah, we never quit. I mean, we just won't quit. That's what I'm most proud of is that they just keep going. Like that ever-ready bunny, just keep going and going and just keep fighting. And they never think they're out of it. They're just gonna keep moving and go and pressing and sharing the ball. And what's most important, they cheer each other on. You know, it's just such a camaraderie to hear them talk to one another and just kind of stay in that moment. You know, I told my coaches before morning, I wrote their names in the book for the last time today. I can't write them in there again. And it's a little emotional because you do this a long time and you get to watch these boys and young men grow up. And I'm not going to be able to write their names in the book again. And I'm just proud of them. I'm proud of what they overcame and what the naysayers and all this other stuff about they weren't big enough. They didn't do well enough, and they shut all that down. They shut all that down. They walked. We're taking our own. There are only 2 of these at Bowling Green High School. Okay, there are only 2 of these. In 118 years of school, there's 2 of these. So we've accomplished a lot here. Right now, it hurts. I told them in the locker room, this hurts because this meant something to you. This is a character building moment. It hurts because it means something to you. This meant something to these boys and these young men. And I'm just, when we get back and it washes off of them, they'll understand what they accomplished. Tonight was going to be a tall order. If we'd have had one big body, I think we're holding a gold trophy up right now. Because I think really in a lot of ways we outplayed our opponent in a lot of facets of the game. There was a matchup that we couldn't neutralize. And we tried, we just couldn't neutralize that.
Coach, with all he does on both ends of the floor, where do you feel like Marino makes his biggest impact?
I mean, he can, first of all, he's a press release. So he can throw the ball. So, our game is pressure. But even when face guard and trap man, just throw it up to him. And then, he does a great job of positioning himself at the rim. I've only seen him like in game. I've never played him before. But he comes out and does a lot better job with his feet out away from the basket. He moves laterally a lot better than I thought he would. We were going to try to put him in ball screens, but he was there. And so, you have 4 hours to prepare, but we were trying to put him in some ball screen action. He moves well for a big man. He moves really well. He got a nice stroke. A very complete basketball player.
Caden, for you, man, 3 out of 4 games you scored in double digits, man. You make the all-tournament team. With a team full of names, as long as you guys got, you kind of stuck out in this tournament, man. What was this whole experience like for you?
It was a great experience. I felt like the whole season I've been the underdog, so I just feel like when we get on the big stage, I just had to show what I could really do. So that's how I feel. Great. We made it with my dogs, but it's gonna hurt. But we've been the underdogs since before the season even started, so we knew what we had to do.
Right here.
Dudes, man, coming from Bowling Green, with all the athletic history and prowess that they have, how do you see yourself in that pantheon of athletes, man, of what you've accomplished and done at Bowling Green?
It's kind of hard to say, for me, I'm not really a type of guy to put myself with other people's names, but I leave that to other people. But I think I've had a good run here. It was very special and it meant a lot to me. Thank you to Bowling Green High School.
This will be the final question right here.
Dudes, along the same lines, you came here with football, 1 defeat in the championship game, 2 championships, 2 MVPs. What's Lexington like for you now? I mean, now you're going on to college football. Can you put a little bow on it for us, or is it too soon?
Yeah, I think we can put a bow on it, man. These are my last times you'll probably see me here at Rope. It's great being here. I enjoyed the time, the experiences, and I'm very thankful for it.
With that, Coach, thanks, and congratulations on a great season.
Thank you. Thank you.